All right, so this is the lecture number 84 in our DSA series, and for now we are solving the problems related to strings, and we have done some sort of problems over strings, which was very basic problems over string, but that were necessary to start with the DSA. So till now we are done. With the strings, like we have seen some string problems. This is the dedicated video about the string builder. What is a string builder? Why we need a string builder, and how string builder is better than the strings. We are going to see this into this video. So we are going to introduce a new string mechanism, which is string builder. Fine. So what is string builder? First of all, string builder is nothing but it simply uses the strings, but there are some benefits. So let us suppose if I introduce a problem, which is, let us say if we have a string s is equals to, let us say, hello. Fine. And first of all, the a very poor mechanism of string is we do not have any method to set a specific character into this. So we do not have a method of set, or we can set. Of course, we have a replace method, but this is poor in performance. This uses O of n time while replacing the things. I will tell you why it is using n times. So, and one more disadvantage over string is it does not have a set. And once, let us say, if we have to replace anything, then we have to, like, it will take off n complexity. If we have to insert anything, first of all, there is no method to insert into this string. We have only replaces. So if there is any method, or let us say, first of all, we do not have any insert method, and there would be some alternatives for that, but directly it is not possible to achieve in O of 1 complexity. One more disadvantage of strings are, let us say, if I want to delete something from this, so we cannot directly delete something from this. Fine. So this is also not, a very good example of strings if we have to delete something. And the main important things of, like, about the string, which is very bad about the string. Let us say we have this string hello, and I want to add word into this again. Later on after declaring this string, and if I want to add word, then it will create a new string. It will not simply append this into this. It will create a new string, and that string it will return to us. So that is also a loss of memory, of course, because it is going to reuse the memory, and it is, of course, reuse. It is going to rebuild the string also. So that is also disadvantage over this. So to overcome these kind of scenarios, we have a string builder, and it has some advantages over strings. So let us say what are the all the methods and how it is better than the strings. So in the string builders, let us say, so first of all, declaration is simple. We have a string builder class. We'll write like this: string builder sb equals to new string builder. So this is how it can create a blank string builder for us. So let us say initially it has sb is equals to, let us say, hello. Fine. So it will simply create this string hello. What if I want to append world into this also? So for that we have a method called append, and pass the appendable string world. So what it will do, it will not create any other string. It will simply uh, append this word into this variable. Fine. So that is also a benefit. And we have also a method for set, like sb dot set caret. That is, I want to add something at second place with what? Let us say second place is what, L for now. I want to add P. So I can do this also. So let us write some code rather than giving some philosophy of a kind of theory. So we have a string builder. We have a string buffer also. We'll see later what is a string buffer and how it is different with string builder, and a string builder. So this is how we used to declare it. And let us say sb is initially pointing to this, what, hello. fine. But and let us print whether this is printing or not. SB to string, we have a method called to string. Actually SB is not a string. We have once, let us say we have to print or return anything, then we have to convert this SB into a string builder into a string. And of course if it is the case, then we cannot use like this. So append, either we have to append or we have to initialize. Then what we can do, if we have to initialize a string builder, then what we can do, we can simply pass the initial string to here and we would be done with that initialization. And here you can see we are simply printing it. So let us see what it is going to print. What it will do, it will take this string, create a string builder for this string, and here what we are doing, we are converting the string builder to string and will print it. So you can see we are printing hello. Now if I want to add something to this, let us say SB dot append a new string called hello, not hello, called world and one space. So what it will do, it will not create any other string, new string. It will simply append this string into the previous one. So we should, expect into the output which is hello world. Fine. So this is the advantage over string builder, and of course we do have some other advantages also. So this is the output for that. Another one is we do have a method called setChar. So let us see. In a string we do not have that method. So let us see whether we have or not. So sp dot setChar index would be 0 and character which we want to add. Let us say I want to add b. Fine. I want to replace this h with b. So let us see what we are going to get. In the string we used to have replace method, but replace takes O of n square, O of n complexity, because it creates the new string with that, then it replace the value with the updated value. As you can see, we are getting hello world. Hello world. So this is working fine. We do have method also, delete char also. In string we do not have that, so delete char at. And which character we want to delete? Let us say I want to delete the first character. First is what? First is E. So I would like to delete the E from the main string builder. So it will not, again, it will not create any new string. It will simply reuse that string and it will remove the character from that. So as you can see, E has been removed from this. So this is also a benefit of using a string builder. So there is one more method which is sb.insert. And let us say I want to insert in this string, let us say b at second place. So this will insert the character into this in O of n complexity only. It will not reuse, recreate the string and append this value. It will simply insert this value into this place, and the complexity for this would be O of 1. So let us see this introduction also. So I want to insert sb.insert what I want to insert at second place, or let us call at 0th place. I want to insert n. So let us see, we should be able to get, let us see what we are getting. We should be able to get NBELLO like this. So as you can see, we are getting the correct output. So this is also the same. And so these are all the methods into the into this string builder. Here I want you to analyze this code which I'm going to write. Let us say we have this string. Let us say we have a string called a, and I would like to write a loop for appending. Let us say we have this loop as, I is equal to 0, I less than 10 and I plus plus. So this loop will run 10 times, and we are doing this appending b each time into this this string, and after this we are printing this. Print the s. So I want you to analyze what is the complexity of this code? I know I have not covered the complexity topic yet, but still, with a very general math, I want you to analyze the complexity for this code. So you might say like this, as you know, we are, let us say we are running this loop 10 times, then of course the complexity for this would be t of 10 or o of n, you can say. Let us say there was 10 character into a string, and we were iterating over that, then of course the complexity would be o of n. But this is wrong here. Why? Let me explain why this is wrong. Because if you know, here what we are doing, we are appending each time a character into this. So we, like, first of all, we do not have any specific method into the string for appending. Still, if you want to append something into a string, then what string does is string creates the new string and with the updated value. String creates the new string with the updated value. So firstly, let us say previously s was abc, then what it will do, it will create this, I mean, another string with the same content abc, and then add the b into that. So what it does is it run another loop for creating this and then add this into the existing one. So o of n for this and o of n for this. So the complexity for this would be o of n square. This loop will, I mean, I know this loop will run 10 times only, but internally also this will run 10 times. So it will indirectly run 100 times, 10 into 10. So that is the major advantages, I mean disadvantages over a string. So while using or doing the complex program, we should use a string builder as much as possible we can do, but in a kind of a small program, so we can use string also. So, and of course string also have some benefits, like along with the disadvantages, we have some advantages over string also. One advantage I can list here. Let us say, let us say you are a developer and you have defined a variable string s is equals to abc, and here there is a something code, something is there here, and here you are using it. Let us say you want to use this into a production server, or you want to display anywhere. Let us say you have displayed this s. So here what you are expecting s, fine, like you should expect here abc, fine. But at the middle of these lines, some other developer came and did some operation into this. So s plus uh, what, s plus let us say d. So what it will do, it will create another string and with a b c d. A b c d would be into, let us say we are assigning into this s also. So if I am using, let us say this is not s, this is s1. If I am using this reference here, let us say string, how string are being stored, of course reference wise, string is an object, this is he, and this returns the address. So s contains initially 5k, this is stored in s, this is stack actually. How actually I'm showing here how memory management works, but still. So if I am using this reference, so what it would print me over here, it would print abc, because I was expecting abc. I don't know, some other developer came here and he or she has done some modification into that. But when he was doing the modification into that string, so as you know, strings are immutable by nature. Strings are immutable, like we cannot modify the strings. As we cannot modify the string, so once when we this developer make change over that string, that change will not be reflect into this reference. So when we will require to use this string or this reference, then simply we will get only abc, will not get abcd, fine. So this is a benefit. If I have declared for a purpose abc, then at the end I'm expecting abc, then using this we would be expecting abc. Exclusively this developer had made any changes into that abc, this would be I mean another abcd would be created into this. Of course here would be only reference, this abcd would be present in heap also. So this is about the memory management of the heap and stack. But there would be another string which would be created over stack. abc will not be modified. So this is one benefit of using string, and there are lots of benefits I cannot cover in a one video. If you want a dedicated video over that, then I can do that also. But for this we are done with the introduction of the array list, sorry, not not the ArrayList. We are done with the introduction of string builder. And in string builder, if you do have any confusion, then you can comment down below. I would be replying there. Or if I have misspoken something, I have done something wrong, then you can correct me also in the comment. I will repost the video on that also. And if you want to connect with me over LinkedIn, and then you can connect with me. I have pasted the LinkedIn profile link into the description box. You can check out from there. And so that's it from my side for this particular video. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.